snap shooting and swapping. That's what this video is all about. So you're going to be starting on one side of the barricade, aiming at your target. The moderator is going to ask you a question. They're going to say, shooter ready. You're going to respond with ready. You'll shoot the first target. Then you're going to perform a swap. So your hands are going to trade places and your blaster is going to trade shoulders. You're going to do a balanced lean to the opposite side, shoot at the target. You're going to go back and forth just like this until you've shot the target a total of 10 times. All 10 shots need to be hits. Any misses will disqualify you from the drill. Let's see what it looks like, and then we'll go over a couple tips on how to do it better.
Shooter ready.
Ready. All right, let's take a look at how I did. So the first number here is going to show you the time it took for the drill to start, me to recognize that the drill has started, to fire a dart, that dart to travel through the air and make contact with the target. It was about a half second. Then we noticed that it took about 1.53, so about 1.5 seconds for me to swap shoulders, peek out the opposite side of the barricade, fire a dart, and for it to hit the target. It looks like I averaged right around 1.5 seconds. We have 153, 152, 155, 147, 143, 137. It looks like I kind of sped up towards the end. Maybe I got into a groove. And the end time for me was 13.8 seconds. So that's how long it took for 10 shots to come out of the blast or hit the target, swapping shoulders each time. There are a few things you can do to try to help get your score down a little bit further, and we're going to go over those. So that's the gist of the drill. You'll start on either side, doesn't matter if it's left or right. I would suggest probably starting with your dominant side. And you want to start with your blaster tilted towards the direction you're going to be going next. So you'll fire your shot, you'll prime your blaster, and if it has forward assist, that means you can just let go as your hands switch places. You first arrest it to your shoulder. You start leaning out towards that side, bending at the waist, and you'll fire your next shot. You're trying to keep as slim of a profile, keeping your target area small for anybody that would be shooting at you in a live situation, all right? So you're keeping your elbow tucked rather than flared out. You're trying to keep just the muzzle of your blaster peeking out around the outside, okay? You don't want any extra target to the outside. That's for both getting shot at, as well as you're going to be quickest getting to the target because you're not wasting a bunch of extra time moving out too much farther from whatever cover is protecting you. So you'll shoot, you'll prime, swap hands, shoot, and do the same exact thing. What we find is on the swap, if your blaster starts to tilt open like this, it encourages you to maybe go a little bit farther than you wanted, and then you have to recorrect. So as you're moving that direction, already start tilting that blaster back into where you're going to be going next. So it's better if it's almost tilting towards the left rather than the right while I'm on the right side. So I'll shoot. I would be priming and swapping. Shoot, prime, swap. Here. We'll start again. Got it tilted in. I would shoot, prime, swap, keep it tilted to where I'm going to be going next, showing just a touch of that target area, just enough to be able to get around, priming, swapping, tilting, and gently leaning. I'm keeping weight on both legs and tilting at the waist. All right, guys, so that's the snap and swap. It's a fun drill. It's a practical drill. It's a skill that you'll probably find yourself using more often than not, whether you're moving through a bunker and once you get through the doorway, you need to swap to clear another doorway and keep your target area small. You'll use it on opposite sides of the crates, moving around the forts. Depending on if you're spawning out the right side of a dugout or out the left side of a dugout, you're going to be swapping a whole bunch. And this drill is going to improve that speed and improve your ability to get on target as soon as you clear whatever's covering you. Good luck at the next skills combine. We'll see you there.